I was in the fight against galamsey. I wish the district chief executive be a ebefa Atiwa East 4 strategy. No, you understand strategy now. Honorable Ernest soon team they fight galamsey with Atiwa East. No, I wish the DCE be a befa strategy because it is really working. You understand what I hear documentary way?
Our land now lies broken, silent testimony to years of uncontrolled mining. The Brim River, a lifeline for many communities, is heavily polluted. Its waters, once clean, now carry the cost of years of illegal mining. Illegal miners here have been daring. One of them, known as Abeku, openly threatened to fight back anyone who attempts to stop illegal mining in the district.
Abeku site here. Abeku na wire mining. Take pictures.
President John Dramani Mahama, after zooming office, appointed Ernest Owusuin team as district chief executive for Atiwa East to, among other things, fight illegal mining.
When I became a district executive, straight away I instructed our department, the fiscal plan department and the engineer department, together with the budget and others, to come together for us to have a task force. And then that first task force was to identify various miners within our district and to pick the coordinate of where they are mining, and then also to see how we'll be able to prevent them from doing bad things.
But despite fierce resistance and persistent pushback, the DCE chose a different path, localized, community-driven strategy to reclaim the land and protect the rivers.
Every week, every day, we'll be there. So when we go and then we detect that you are leaving behind a lot of pits, then we'll ask you to go back and just reclaim before you continue. So you can see, when we have just moved on almost about 200 acres of land that have been reclaimed. And then you also realize that our water body is still intact. You can see they have mined around all the river Tamfoy, but still it's still intact.
A task force formed by the district assembly now patrols mining hotspots. Embedded with gas welders, they dismantle illegal chamfine machines on the Brim River, cutting them into scraps to ensure they never return to the river.
I think the cost of one of the chamfine engine is around 10,000. So they can easily get it, but the boat itself is quite expensive. To build the boat, the one that serves as a base for them to put the engine on, roughly it costs within 80,000 to 100,000. So we thought that we need to deal with the foundation, the base itself. So as a team, you know, when we made a review, we realized that the only way out to eliminate this chamfine on the Brim River is to hire the service of a welder that will go with a gas welder, so that once we go, rather dismantle the boat itself.
Local residents now work hand in hand with the assembly to defend river bodies and the environment.
So the best is that we have to let the community people know that this is your land. Help the government to solve the problem. So over here, the Tamfoy people get to know that this is our land. So here we have reclamation have been done without the supervision of a soldier, without the supervision of the police. But we got to know that this is our land. We live with them. We know the miners. So basically, if you are in a certain town, you tell me that you don't know where the miners are mining, then it means that you are not being truthful to yourself.
Before any small-scale miner begins work, agreements must be signed with the assembly, binding miners to protect river bodies and reclaim mined lands immediately.
This has been erected at the bank of the river. This is part of the measures I put in place in order to prevent the miners get close to the river. At least you can mine close to it a bit, but to touch the river is something that I was not ready to allow at all. So this one I got information. No, I told you that I already have some informants, some people that I've paid them that they move around. That's a community-based approach. That's the best way you could go about it. So I was informed that some people want to come here and divert the river so quickly. I think it was Saturday. I came with some of my assembly staff and some of the town boys. Then we put all these pillars there.
Mining companies are also required to construct tailing dams, ensuring that washing is done outside active mining areas to reduce pollution.
This in some person washing until all the time no by time soon. Send soon knitting the BB and to be a BB the year. To share machines in Obi anywhere, you know, load straight to next town. I want to create dam Keseho.
Today, thousands of acres of degraded land in Atiwa East have been successfully reclaimed, slowly restoring hope to communities once surrounded by destruction.
No, we heard you be about me Jumadia Midi. It's a seminar, assembly, Cronina boom. Even Hokra, Mayor Jumano, Task Force Amatia, Muru, Shane Shune. So man is necessary or munye ne mabase kro for nana me do matita sa attack force man for baby am fa f baby am sure mo so because omo na omo asase it omo be na say man is na say omo asase a to me no mo transcend ase be mu because adwuma no so me ko mi ntimi te na sa na ma sa hye ntimi se me do man is ni na say adwuma ye no ye na ma ehunte ye ntu ni enkata so.
The district chief executive is also ensuring mining companies honor their corporate social responsibilities, delivering tangible benefits to communities where they operate.
Percentage, no, just 16% at the macro. In fact, me resist about 300,000 at the account. No, say no, they go so a dream no ma this ask
them. And people have mined there for about 3 years before NDCE came to power. 3 years. And there was nothing to show that this is what I've done for them. They also, we intend to build a clinic for them, so they know, pay their money to them, let the community plan. So it has become a policy, and Kresu have started, even here, I started as Samantha for I drafted the policy for them. And within about 2 months, we were having almost about 3 million Ghana cedis.
For many small-scale miners and residents, the interventions are beginning to change the narrative, promoting responsible mining, protecting water bodies, and improving livelihoods.
That's why I do baby crown na etano. Baba do baby I committee na sifo you say na adwuma pa no ye. Enti someone ka some hu adwuma na ye wa hana. Ye ba no ne ye san fili edi ye kire. Ni nyina na ni di kire. Enti no e di asida ba di kan ma no.
Dr. John Wache Dankwa of Canada-based Globe and Systems consulting firm is hopeful the community-based approach strategy is a good model that can be scaled up nationally.
Public. And so clearly I think the community, the area is on the path towards restoration. Really the community that needs to decide what this land should be used for. Whether it should go back to a forest that it was or whether I've already seen housing coming up.
GH1 TV and Star FM. Kujo Ansa.